Hi, I'm Rainey Bastarash. In this video, I'm going to speak to you about how thoughts become things and what you can do to always attain your goals. We've all heard these things before. Thoughts become things, guided imagery. Imagine what you want and attract it. You know, professional sports are taught imagination training. You've heard of the law of attraction, the power of positive thinking, and Think and Grow Rich. But have you ever wondered why? Why do thoughts become things? Why is it that people who are positive-minded have such happier lives than those who aren't? Why do some people always seem to have good things happen to them, and others are destined to failure? It all begins with the subconscious mind. I've been teaching about the traits of the subconscious mind for many years, and in this video, I'd like to speak to you about one of the most important ones. The subconscious mind is like an out-of-control genie. It will always, always, always give you what you focus on. Notice I didn't say it will always give you what you want. I said what you focus on. That's one of its main purposes. No matter what you focus on, it's as if your subconscious mind is saying, "Your wish is my command." That sounds wonderful, right? It can also be a huge cause of problems as well. The average human being has approximately 64,000 thoughts a day. Although we don't focus on every one of them, we do focus on enough to create confusion. Imagine having your very own personal genie that grants every wish, or in this case, focus. Now imagine that everything you focus on is being granted. Think about the contradictions in what you focus on a daily basis, especially if you're an entrepreneur. We're told to think big, that if a goal doesn't make you nervous, it's not big enough. So here's how we focus. I want to make $1 million by next year at this time in my business. Your wish is granted. What if I don't get it? What if it's too big? Your wish is granted again. Do I really deserve $1 million for what I do? Wish granted. I know I can do it. I'm really good at what I do. Your wish is granted. But what if people don't like what I have? Your wish is granted again. Maybe I should lower my expectations. Wish granted. Just in a 5-minute period, your thought process focused on your goal of making $1 million, then went to doubt, then it went to unworthiness, then back to confidence, then to doubt again, then to lowering your expectations, and then back to wanting $1 million again. Each one of those thoughts was a wish that was granted. But what happens when you make so many wishes that they all are contradicting each other? It's like firing a missile that's going out of control. You're not just shooting at a target sitting straight in front of you. The target or your goal is moving all over the place as you're trying to focus on it. But your target hasn't gone away. It's still there. The only thing that gave up on your $1 million is you, due to the contradicting thoughts you've had. Here's a good example that will make more sense to you. Right now, focus on seeing a butterfly in the next 48 hours. If you continue focusing on seeing a butterfly in the next 48 hours, you'll see one. It may be flying around outside your front door right now. If it's winter, you may see one on the television, or maybe somebody with a butterfly necklace will be walking by you. But you will see one. Why? As soon as you focused on it, it became a wish and was granted. Since it's such an irrelevant thing, you really have no doubt or worry that it won't happen. Since there's no doubt or worry, there are no opposing wishes, so you'll be able to see one or maybe even more within the next 48 hours. Now, in the case of $1 million, the same thing is actually happening. To the universe, having $1 million or seeing a butterfly are both just as simple. It doesn't matter, and it's just as easy to do. The only thing standing in your way is you. You begin with contradicting thoughts of doubt, fear, unworthiness. Maybe you have money issues that you inherited from your parents. Maybe your wealth mindset needs to be adjusted. Some people even think having money is evil. Imagine the kind of focus they're attracting. The only thing standing in your way of getting the $1 million is your own thought process. Now you can understand why goal setting is so important and why so many courses and books have been written on the topic. The clearer you define your goals, the easier they'll be to imagine. The easier they are to imagine, the more you'll be able to keep your focus. So, when you create your goal of whatever it might be, your wish has been granted and it's on its way. In the same way that a missile, once fired, will find a target. But here's the important key. Once the missile has been fired and the target begins to move, you must make continual course corrections following your target until the missile hits its mark. This is why it's called a guided missile. You're guiding it by being aware of what you're focusing on, keeping your focus on target as much as possible until you attain it, identifying and eliminating negative thoughts, doubt, fear, worthiness issues, or any other hindrances that might stand in your way. Understanding that your wish has been granted, because it has. Focusing on this will eliminate any distractions and keep you on track. There'll be no reason for doubt because you'll realize that your wish has already been granted. You know, some people understand this process of thought attracting things as the law of attraction. You now understand it is also one of the basic traits of the subconscious mind. You have an out-of-control genie within you that will always, always, always give you what you focus on. This gift of being able to use our thoughts to create our destiny is one of the greatest gifts that has ever been given to man. And the more we understand how the human mind works, the more we realize that we are the creators of our own destiny, that thoughts do become things, and that you can always attain your goals. Thank you for listening, and have a wonderful day.